Hey everybody, welcome back to Sequoia National Park. And sorry, it's getting a little dark out here. Sorry about the light. We are at Tharps Log. It was a little over, it was just about a mile from the trailhead from the parking lot at Crescent Meadow. I think we may have taken it a long way, but let me show you Tharps Log. Okay, so we are at the very top of Huckleberry Meadow, and it is one of three meadows in this area. The first one being Crescent Meadow, Huckleberry being to the southwest, and I forgot the name of the other one, which is technically northwest of us on the other side of Crescent Meadow. But I really wanted to get here and do a video on this. As you can see behind me, we are at Tharps Log. This is one of the coolest things that I can remember. There's a little window. This is a fallen giant sequoia tree. Neil Tharp used to bring his cattle and horses up here. So what he did, as you can see, there's part of the tree itself. He actually took pieces of wood from a fallen sequoia tree to make the front of his log, which turned out to be his house. So we're checking for bears. We are in an active bear country. So let's go inside Neil Tharp's house. It says, please do not enter cabin interior. Help us preserve it for the future. Just like every other video, we need to preserve these national parks. This is really awesome. There's a little place for me to step up, but you can see this. Let me see if I can minimize this a little bit. Is the hollowed out interior of a redwood tree, and this is all original workings. It looks like the roof has been replaced. It's been since 1930 that Neil Tharp was up here with his cattle and his horses. But this is really neat. I always got a kick out of this. That is his bed. And I'm going to see if we can zoom in on this a little bit. We all love to sleep on our mattresses. This poor guy slept on slats of wood. You can see there was a little side table. And if we shrink this up a little bit, you can see his dining table. And another shelf. And then, of course, now we're getting to the front. And here is the door. So Neil Tharp stayed up here in the springtime. He would bring his cattle up and his horses up, and they would graze in Huckleberry Meadow. It's just, again, one of those features that you really have to come and see. There's so much to see in these parks. It's unbelievable. And if any of you are asking, how did he stay warm? Well, let me show you. He built a fireplace. There's the inside. It's right behind the table. And because redwood trees do not burn and resist, are very extremely fire retardant, this is kind of interesting because this is actually right above the fireplace. You can see that the tree is burnt. But as you get away from the fireplace, not so much. So again, the resilience of these redwood trees. And right here is actually the window that we saw from the outside. So this is the interior of Tharps Log. There's the fireplace and even a mantle. I'm going to stick with my Posturepedic. But let's go back out and check it out. Well, there's the outside of the fireplace. And I know it's kind of difficult to see But there you go, chimney and everything. So, light please. Another, it's a relatively easy hike. There are a couple of pretty good mountains to climb, or hills to climb, mountains. We're in the mountains. But Tharps Log is definitely something that if you get a chance to come out to this area, it's really something that you should come by and see. As you can see behind me, kill the light, Clinton. It's very dark. And that's what's left of the skyline. And on this camera, it actually enhances the backlighting around and show you the tree line. Unfortunately, it's so dark that we can't actually see Huckleberry Meadow. I do believe that's the name of it. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. But again, I haven't been to Tharps Log since I was 18 years old. And remember, like Clinton, I was 12 to 15 years old when I came out here. Light, please. So it's pretty bright, but I still remembered it, and it looks just the same. It's just, again, these parks are so awesome and they're so amazing, and there's so much to see if you just take your time. You don't want to rush. Try to plan a day. The Crescent Meadow Road has got so much to look on it. You could literally spend a whole day looking at the Parker Group, the Auto Log, the Tunnel Log, Crescent Meadow, Huckleberry Meadow, Tharps Log. There's just so much to see on the Crescent Meadow Trail and the road to Crescent Meadow. The Fighting Giant is what I call it, which is the tree that's the whole center of it's burned out, but on the right side of it from the roadway, it's still a living tree. So with that being said, we're going to head out. We've got about 1.5 miles to get back to the car. It's been a beautiful hike. I got to see something that I literally haven't seen in over 30 years. So with that being said, be safe, be professional, keep it real. And as always, in this case, walk slowly. Take your time. Look at the beauty that's around you. If you pack it in, pack it out. Don't leave a footprint in the park. Let the parks leave a footprint in your heart. And remember, hit that subscribe button, click on that thumbs up, and let's keep these channels and these videos up for future generations to see for as long as they can. With that being said, thank you for watching. I wish you the best of health. Until next time.